My Life Story, a webinar series by Ned P. Johnson. Learn how to discover your life's purpose, why you came here, and how incredibly successful you are and always have been. Before any of this will make any sense to you, there are a few things that must be clearly established. Some things you have always accepted without question are just plain fiction. Among them, time is a linear sequence of moments that flow in only one direction. Time flows from the future through the present and into the past. You cannot change the past. The future has no reality yet. We move through time like walking along a path. None of these things is true. Here's why. All of the previous assumptions are based on a concept of time that depends on duration. Ask yourself this: how long is the present moment? No matter how long you think it is, it could always be cut in half. The present moment has no duration, period. As with a geometric point, the present moment has no dimensions. It just is. Yet everything you experience occurs in that immeasurably tiny moment. That includes not just the present, but the past and future as well. How can this be? It's really very simple. The past is only a collection of special thoughts we call memories. You can think of them as a story. Ask yourself this: how did I get here? Your past story is your answer to that question. This is your personal history myth. Your personal history myth is uniquely yours, no one else's. It exists only in the present moment. It exists only as thoughts, your thoughts. And what it includes is determined entirely by your beliefs in the present moment. The future is just the story you tell yourself to answer this question: what happens next? As with the past, your future story is composed only of thoughts in the present moment, and it includes only what your beliefs in the present moment allow. The present is the story you tell yourself to answer this question: what's happening now? Since the present is more real than either the past or the future, it has some additional qualities. Here are a few of them. Your entire physical experience is a story told to you by your five senses. But ask yourself this: are your senses reporting to you your physical reality, or are they just telling you a story that is of a mental, psychical, and/or spiritual origin? How could you tell the difference? But wait, there's even more. You know how it works if your physical senses are reporting on your objective reality. But what if they aren't? What if they are creating it, not reporting it? That changes everything. For example, there is no objective universe. The universe you know and everything in it is being created by you now, in your present moment. It can be no other way. Time does not exist. It's all happening right now, in this very instant, and in this one. So what is the present really? The present we experience is composed of the totality of our interpretations of our entire mental landscape at the moment. This includes sensations as we normally think of them. It also includes our interpretations of the thoughts, emotions, insights, imaginings, dreams. Well, you get the picture. But there's even more. In addition to the things that seem to be happening right now, there are also your stories of the past and future. So we have three basic stories: the past story, the present story, and the future story. Welcome to the eternal spacious present. The really cool thing is that we have this incredible ability to blend our past, present, and future stories into a montage that seems to stretch out forever in all directions in space and time. It is this massive gestaltic experience that is called the spacious present. And that is your true home, world without end. Amen. And it's all you. It's no illusion. Just because it's all composed of thought doesn't mean that it's some kind of hallucination or delusion. It's as real as it gets. The delusion is that you are not creating every single bit of it, from the tiniest thought fragment to the entire universe, your universe. We each live in our own private universe. Each of us, in our own personal spacious present, creates our own universe. Regardless of appearances, there is no objective external universe that is independent of us and that we just happen to share. It's all you, baby. But wait, what about everyone else? What about our shared experiences? Simple. It's all about agreements. To the extent that we agree that there is this thing we call an objective universe and what it's like, we can pretend to share it. What we agree on, we can share. What we do not agree on, we can't. Any questions? It's not so weird, really. Think of it like language. If I speak only English and you speak only German, we will have a tough time sharing anything verbally. No matter what we say, we will essentially be talking to ourselves. Only by agreeing on what sounds and words mean can we share our thoughts. We share our experience, physical and otherwise, in the same way. And it works great, doesn't it? Everything you experience works the same way. Your whole personal history, your life itself, all exist in the present moment as thoughts. And you are the thinker, but not the thoughts. It is nothing short of a miracle. And so are you. You are the creator of your universe. You have been given the gift of gods. You create reality. This is not meant as a metaphor or a hyperbole. This is a simple statement of basic fact. It is even more fundamental than gravity. We are each gods in our own private universe, and we have no power at all in anyone else's. Do you want to go out and play? That's what we do, you know. We play together. Just like when we were children. Then we played house, cops and robbers, cowboys and Indians, and doctor, and it was all just good, clean fun. There are a few things more serious than a child at play. The ardent enthusiasm of children at play is an inspiration to us all, or it should be. And adults do the same thing. They just play different games. Everything from love to war. And they pretend it's real, just like kids do. But where does it begin? Since there is no time, there really can't be a beginning. But because we're kind of brainwashed that way, let's pretend that there was a beginning. But it wasn't at your birth. Your life began before your birth, even before you were conceived. Once upon an untime, before you were born, you existed as pure consciousness, pure thought if you prefer, and you dreamed. You fell hopelessly in love with one dream. You immersed yourself in it. You gave it more and more detail. Finally, you just had to give it life. Your life is that dream come true. But you couldn't do it alone. You needed to recruit a supporting cast. You needed sponsors, and we usually call them parents. These people agreed to help set you up in business in your new life. They agreed to provide a supporting environment and instruction, maybe even love. And they did it for reasons of their own. You may recruit others as you wish. You can call on souls you have enjoyed dancing with in other lives. You agree to meet at certain times and in certain places and act out certain scenarios. Everyone in these improvised dramas volunteers. They each have their own reasons. There are no victims, only volunteers. Yes, even the serial killer and his victims. Still seems preposterous? Consider this analogy. You know that you can dream at night of things that cover far longer periods of time than you are asleep, right? What if you could dream a dream that spanned 75 years or more? What if you created it however you wished? What if you did that every single night? What would you dream? At first you might dream love stories and nights on tropical beaches, but sooner or later, though, you'd get bored. Always knowing what's going to happen is a drag. So you'd need to surprise yourself. You'd yearn for some exciting drama. You'd want to test yourself in ever more challenging ways. And what if you dreamed forever? What if you were an immortal being who had the gift of gods to create reality? And you had eternity to fill with experience. What would you do when you grew tired of romantic comedies and musicals? What would you create to satisfy your passion, your desire for self-discovery? What would that look like? Bingo! It would look exactly like life as we know it, but with reincarnation thrown in to break it into chapters. So that's what we're all doing here, all of us. We are here to discover our true selves by experiencing ourselves through our own creations. Still not convinced? Still can't quite see it? Consider this poem. I'll sing a song, so listen as I'm singing to the tune. Then close your eyes and look inside my mind. Peer into a picture, and perhaps you will perceive that it's just a piece of person turned to paint. And remember as you hear this, if my meaning should seem blurred, that a poem's just a poet in a word. Want to learn more? There is a way. You can register for the My Life Story webinar series, created and facilitated by me, Ned B. Johnson, author, teacher, and coach. There's a free introductory session soon. Click on the link below to register.